Wrong screen, oops. What's going on, LBL? It is time for the Season 7 watch-throughs. How are we doing tonight? See, we got Snow and Ty Lord in the chat. Thanks for coming out. What's happening? How's your day been today? All right. Since you guys are here, we can start off with your games if you'd like. Hey, Stish. As it happens, both competitors of this game are here, so. Week 1 ups in chat, yeah, man. That's how that happens. This might be the... Now, I don't know about the last time, but I tried to cook up a different layout and setup for this. But it looked like ass, and I didn't have time to change it. So, next week you'll be seeing something a little bit different. I think it'll be a good change, and you guys will just be the judge of which one you think is better. Just hiding. Still ain't ready. Alright, let's go ahead and look at this. I don't think I watched this one. I try not to watch them beforehand so I can have some authentic reactions. Terra flying on Stish's end. I don't know if the other ones are stab or not. Or Terra flying on the Electabuzz. My bad. And then I bet you Palafin is probably another Terra Captain. And then Tylord has Terra Water Toxtricity. And I bet you Tydragon's probably Terra too, because I know he likes using that thing for Terra. Leads here. Pal's Terra, yeah, I figured. I had my eyes on that thing, but then it got sniped. Like, everything that I wanted got sniped, too, dude. Like, when I look at Midday's drafts, I just see scatterings of the team that I wanted on everybody else's team, and it's sad. That's what slot 8 out of however many we have gets ya. It's bullshit. You just enter most things into Porygon bot. Yeah, that's what I did last season. I'm gonna go ahead and say probably Palafin into... I could see Cinderace starting off and U-turning. I could see like a Scarfy Dragon doing the same thing. Shaman, just to get off the big damage, I could see too. By the way, let me know if things are a bit loud. No one's said anything so far, so it's probably okay. Palafin into... probably gold. Let's see. Ursaluna, okay, that was the only one I was confident on. Cinderace, alright, I would have gotten half if I had committed. We do see a U-turn turn 1, which is what I figured. Golden Go is in. And Blood Moon is going to do quite a bit of damage here. And a Shaman, which is good because it can't use Blood Moon again. Scizor now is in. See a Seed Flare, not doing a ton. So must be Spadef Scizor, but it also, 4 times resists or something. Dual Wing Beat, I forgot Scizor gets that, to be honest. We see a flip turn into Cinderace. Threatens pretty good with a Pyro Ball. No more Scarf, so we can't outspeed a potential Scarf Palafin anymore. Powerball doing half and getting the big burn. See a Vacuum Wave not doing too much because, well, it's doing a considerable amount, but not enough to kill. Palafin is now in, ready to flip turn. See U-turn going off first. Oh, it's Zoroark. Big oops. Zoroark uses Hyper Voice into Blastoise, doing quite a bit of damage. See Shadow Ball killing that Blastoise. Alright. Hydra's coming in it. Nope. Cinderace to Pyro Ball, maybe. Yep, there it is. Wow, big damage on the Electabuzz. Big damage. That thing is not a Violite. Unless its stats are just a hell of a lot worse than I thought. This Cinderace is putting in some work. Ooh. And then Jet Punch instead of... and the Cinderace goes down instead of using Sucker again. Gold is in. See Meow coming in, and the Palafin has the form. Screens Golden Go. I love screens on Golden Go. It's not what you really want it to do, but it can do it. Gold's back. Into a Hyper Voice. Oh, because this is Zoro. Again. I'm sitting here like, okay, I guess Meow gets those moves. Nope. Shaman comes in, kills Zoroark. Reflect has probably... Okay, he's holding Light Clay, gotcha. Air Slash, have we seen flinches? No flinches. Into a Focus Sash, okay, interesting. Air Slash again, we're probably going to see Pal... No. Meowscarada, that makes a hell of a lot more sense. Triple Axle into the Shaman. 4 times effective. Yep. Goodbye. Do we see maybe a Toxtricity? Yeah, that makes sense. Just in case of a choice item. Palafin is in. Shift gear. We are fast as frick. Toxtricity is now Terra. To resist that Jet Punch. Well, it resisted before, but... Overdrive. Super effective. Goodbye. And then a U-turn into Toxtricity. It's probably the best move that it has for this thing. That doesn't make any sense. Probably just wanted to be defensive bug type to live one more. And now Meow is very low. Oh, you're choiced, and that was the best thing to do against both of them. That's what it is. Ooh! Almost! Down to the wire. I do remember... maybe I did watch this one, and it was just a while ago. No, I just saw the last turn to see what happened. Or the end. Yeah, was that a roll? Tylord or Stish, do we know if that was a roll? To not kill on that U-turn? He didn't get the burn, tank a second Pyro. Yeah, probably. You had high jump kick on the Cinderace, I'm sure. But I mean, Pyro Ball is just very, very spammable. Especially if you want to keep your Protean around. 120 EVs, okay. Gotcha. Tanky Hydreigon. Very good game, you guys. Alright, Snow. You're up next. Whether you like it or not. Okay, Terras. We have... Looks like Terra, Water, Raging Bolt. I don't know if there's another Terra. I don't know if Bramble's another one. I doubt you'd want it to be Grass, though. Terra Fire on the Dragonite. I don't think you have Terra Cornerstone. I don't think you could have both. That and Dragonite. No, you definitely can't. All right, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Maybe lead Samurai. Oh, only Dragonite? Gotcha. Not even a little baby. I mean, if you have Terra Dragonite, you're probably not terraing anything else. Probably leading Samurai for J. Which means Bundle, Ogerpon, either of them would be great into that thing. It'd even be good into the Raging Bolt. No, Thunderclap, never mind. I'm going to lock in the Spiker and the Penguin here. Let's go. Ah, we got one. Ah, I only got one. That's fine. Aqua Cutter doing some damage here. If that was Razor Shell, it probably could have killed, but it's okay. Not everyone likes to do the Razor Shell. Earthquake does not get that kill, but it could 2-hit KO. It's probably Scarf. Wait, I remember. Yeah, now that you see it. Bramble's now in against Jirachi. We see some Stealth Rocks. Probably gonna spin. You don't have a Ghost to block it, but you can at least to get apply some pressure with the Overheater. You wanted to bait the water over dark? Okay, gotcha. Will-O-Wisp. We can see if he's leftovers or not. No lefties on the Bolt. I don't know if that's just how beefy that thing is, or if it has the vest on. Draco kills the treads. I almost said the boulder. No ghost, period. I mean, Dragonite could be a ghost if you really want it to be. Ogerpon is now in, ready to click that button. Swords dances up instead against the Zamazenta. Stomping Tantrum, pretty good. I don't know if you... Okay, we see a Roar. I was wondering if we'd see a Body Press. Look at that damage. Yeah, man. Bolt against Rotom. We see another Revolt switch trying to get in, what, D-Knight maybe? No, probably okay, this thing. I was trying to think of what Bundle's name was. Terra Water. Into a Stomping Tantrum, not killing. Into a Draco, almost killing with the Ogerpon. We'll probably see a Thunderclap here. Unless Jay does not have it. Okay, Snow calls it. Clicks Encore. Very nice. Very nice Encore. Into the Dragonite, free Dragonite. And we see Brambleghast. Do we see a Terra from the Dragonite? No, just the Poltergeist. We see that it's Shuka. Dragon Dance is up. We see another D-Dance. Into a Strength Sap. Very good move. We see Terra Blast killing the Bramble. Alright. We got a very fast D-Knight here. Mamoswine is in. Ice Shard is not a problem. Probably see a Quake here. Ooh, yep, there's that Shuka that we saw earlier. I guess Jay just wanted to burn that. Very nice E-Speed. We'll probably see it again here. Nope, we see a Roost instead. It's probably better since Gardevoir has the multi-scale now. Crit Psy Noise. That's annoying. At least you got the Roost off beforehand. This thing is dead to the Psy Noise. What do we see now? Maybe the Cornerstone? We see Jirachi instead. Into the Samurai. I don't know what he was expecting there. But we see a U-turn into the Rotom. I was wondering if you'd go with the Cornerstone. Never mind, you're not going Cornerstone. But this Aqua Cutter gets some big damage into the Volt Switch. Very nice. What What do we see now? Jirachi again? I don't know what he wants to do here. Probably not the Gardevoir. Zama is in, does not get the boost because it already came in once. See a Wish up. I don't know what wants to come in on a body press. Maybe the Rotom. Oh, but slow U-turn. Or Stealth Rock. Either one's good. The more chip, the better. Iron Defense. See a Future Sight. Alright, that's going to do some damage to Zamazenta for sure. Does it get hit by Future Sight this turn? Maybe. Body Press doing a lot. Okay, so we could actually get in the Cornerstone. Or the Rotom, either one. Either one. I wonder what happens here. We see a Body Press. Do we see a Volt Switch kill? Yep. Zamazenta's not that bad if you prep for it. So I don't understand why everyone was freaking the hell out. See Freeze Dry on the Gardevoir. Healing Wish to get the Raging Bolt healthy. Okay. Sub. Into Thunderbolt. Okay. Gotta be careful of those Thunderclaps. Not letting you get up that sub. Thunderclaps. Ooh, into your sub again. Encore. Game's over. Game's over. Now you can just click sub over and over again. Or you can just freeze dry him once. Into the freeze? Insult to injury, dude. Ah, man. Great job, Snow. Thematic with your name getting that freeze at the end. Very nice. Everyone's gonna be fearing your Encore from now on. I don't see anybody else in here except for Midnight, so you're officially my favorite division. I mean, either way, you won that, and I mean, you lived, obviously, because of the sub, so game was gonna end. Encore is your middle name. I thought it was of. You fear everything when you have to battle Snow. Yeah, he's a creative little critter, that one. Let's just... I'm gonna pick a random one. Get out of Midnight a little bit. Alright, this is one that I gotta study since Elekid's my next opponent. Oh, Bart's here! Long live Insomnia. Alright, we'll find your game so that you can go to bed. Welcome, welcome. What are our Terras? We got Terrafire on the Chomp. And Anna has Terra Water on the Bolt, so another Terra Water Raging Bolt. Made it on time for your game to be on stream for... Yeah, sure, man. The game that you didn't play? Welcome, Vennies. Let's see. That was me last night, dude. But my... I had to wake up at like 4 Saturday and Sunday. So my sleep schedule is just fucked off of those 2 days. So, Terra Water on Bolt, Terra Fire on Chomp. I think that's all that we see. I don't know if we're gonna see Sticky Web lead or not. That would be good for the Valiant and the bundle, for sure. I could see her leading Fez and Dippity, though. Could be Fez and a Garchomp? A creative little critter is your pronoun. Very nice. Yeah, that might be what it is. Although, if we're predicting Garchomp lead, then the Vikavolt would be Vikavolt and Garchomp. I don't know if you want to lead your Terrifier guy right away. You're probably not even defensive. You're probably offensive, but I gotta pick something. We have the Vikavolt, okay. Into the bundle. All right, so I got half of it. Flip turn. And on the red card, okay. Into the sticky web, we see Defogs. Do we see another Webber? Or just webs? Wow, that's big Thunderbolt. Vikavolt is strong, dude. Vikavolt is strong. Into the Skeledirge, do you have some Spadef on this thing? Probably. Goes for the burn. We see a Volt Switch here. Into the Chien Pao. The Tiger's in. Ooh, that Colbert barely saved you. Into a Torch Song. Threat neutralized. Get out of here, Chien Pao. That's awesome. We see Fez come in. Just click U-turn. Skeledirge did its job, I suppose. You usually see that thing sticking around for longer, but if there's a Chien Pao in the way. If I roll a 12, I don't understand. See a U-turn on the Ambipom into... Okay, so Anna's rocking some X-Man nicknames. Hey, Blaze, welcome. Wheezing is in against the Pheasantipity, and... Ooh, a crit doesn't even do it. But that's still very unfortunate, because Fez is going to outspeed. Alright, we see Crown coming in instead. Moonblast doing nothing. I think this guy's got a pretty decent Spadef stat. U-turn into... what? The Deoxys. Okay, I was wondering if we'd see Bolt. Future Sight. I like Future Sight Crown. Another status. Which kind of sucks for Bart because his Defogger is dead on dead on arrival. Garchomp's in. We see an S&D into what, a knock? Teleport, right. That's an attack, or a move. Into the Future Sight, taking this Fez down to 20. Terrifier. We see a U-turn, okay. Probably doesn't press the Scale Shot button, though. Earthquake into the Levitate. Vikavolt feels bad. See Scale Shot here. Hopefully you kill. If not, that'd be bad. You do. So this thing is now fast. Well, it's actually regular speed because of the webs. U-turn under the rough skin. We're probably going to see, what, Deoxys again? No, we see Fez. Into the next Scale Shot. That makes sense because you're trying to get faster. Because of that webs. Into the Quake. I don't think you really need speed for much except for the Ambipom, and that thing you can just kill on the clapback. Deoxys is in. We see another Scale Shot. Are you Dice? You're probably Dice. Lowering that defense quite a bit, though. Pain Split. Very nice. I bet the Deoxys is going to just try to whittle down the Garchomp as much as it can. Nightshade, okay. Probably the best move it has. I don't think it gets Seismic Toss anymore. Earthquake. Yep, that'll do it, especially if you're +4. And Raging Bolt's in. Got to be careful of the Terra. Terra Water, probably Thunderclap. Yep, there it is. Garchomp ran through this team, though. So there's that. We have the Crown. Future Sight. Into the Calm Mind. This thing is not going to be very fun to kill. Volt Switch. At least it's super effective because of the Terra. Into the Wheezing Sack. Into Terra Blast. Okay. Do we see... Okay, I was wondering if you'd see... No, Bundle would be bad here. Never mind. The Thunderclap. Volt switches again just for some chip. Into Bundle. There's no Thunderclap because we would have seen that go first. Terra Blast kills it anyway because the Spadef is really bad on this thing. And that's a Raging Bolt. Now it's a very low. I don't think Valiant's come out once. Thunderclap. Crown does not care. Volt switches right out into the Val, who can click Vacuum Wave if it needs to into this Ambipom. Quark Drive attack. Probably because of the speed drop, huh? Triple Axle miss when it mattered. Oh no! Into the close combat, and Bart takes it 2-0. Very good job. Very good job. Anna was doing some pretty good plays too with the Vikavolt. I guess Chien Pao's not the craziest if you prep for it. I mean, you could say that for any Pokemon, honestly. It's just some things are not very fun to prep for. Very good game. I saw Blaze where, right? Yeah. Where's he at? Where's he at? Right. The game I was going to play, and then Bart came in. I got to study this one well, because Elekid's my opponent next week. And I got to get a win, since I lost pretty bad. Wait like 3 minutes? Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Chien Pao isn't as scary as people make it seem. It's also very, what's the word? Frail? Bundle's nickname is a reference. I'll send it on Discord. Okay. I have a feeling it's a Dungeons and Dragons reference. Just a sneaking suspicion I have. We're gonna go on to a Dusk game. Reckless Rillabooms and Shiny Saloonus. I have a feeling it's Dewey and Saloonus. I don't remember what these guys' Terras are, and they're all Stab. Except for Latias. Latias looks to be Terra Dark. And Terra Steel on backs. I know Dewey likes his backs. Okay. What are we looking at for leads? I mean, Deoxys is a pretty decent lead with the stacks. I was just like, what word am I trying to say? The hazard stack. We might see that in a Meow. I'm just gonna rip it and say Deoxys and a Meow. Not even thinking all that much about it. Let's see. Pyroar, okay. Into Moltres, we see the two fire types. Hyper Voice doing quite a bit to this thing. Scorching Sands doing even more. This thing is leftovers, which is interesting considering Pyroar is not very strong. Protect. Okay. What is this thing supposed to be? A bulky Pyroar? Backs into the Tentacruel. We see some T-Spikes, which is pretty big since there's no poison on the other team. SD on backs. Gonna try and catch some Z's. Alright. Thanks for coming out, Bart. Terra Starstorm on the Terra Steel. See Scale Shot, which is gonna break the Terra Shell. And backs will be fast. Seems to be exactly where Bax wants to be, and it's definitely Dice. 100%. Moltres is now in. Can it stand? Nope. Nope. High School Spear crit is wild. Latias is now in, and I bet I know what's... Okay, Terra Dark. Into the Spear. I don't know if that's going to be enough to save it. It is not. I have a feeling Dewey just kind of takes this. Okay, we see a knock. Is it going to be enough with the item? Ooh! Into the Spear, which is not loaded dice boosted for chance. Doesn't matter. He doesn't need it. Now it's Tentacruel. This thing is probably going to get... Okay, we have Earthquake for this thing. Very nice. And then Raikou is going to get Quaked too. I don't know if this thing gets Vacuum Wave or not. If it does, he didn't bring it. That is a 6-0 in Dusk. You really never know what you're going to get when you load up a Dusk game. But the backs sweep was pretty cool. That T-Spike didn't mean a goddamn thing. Very well done, Dewey. Very, very nice try to Salunas. Where did that game go? There it is. Yeah, right? Pretty crazy. Well, I played Dewey once, and twice. In semis, he got me with Val, because I was tunnel visioning his backs. Alright, so we see more webs. By the other side, we see some screens. I know the Vespiquen is Terra, but there's also a Terra Ogerpon. So, which one's really going to be used? Probably the Vespiquen. We have a Terra Fairy Darkrai on Blaze's side. I don't think anything else is Terra. I think it's going to be Torn and probably Ribombee, although I could see T-Tar wanting to set up a sand for Drill. Shout out to Drill, one of my favorite mons of all time. I'm going to say T-Tar and Torn. Infernape, alright. And a pull, okay. Just clicks that U-turn. What do we see coming in? Not so scary to prep for. I didn't see it. Yeah, man. If I saw Vespiquen on my builder, I just wouldn't include it. We see a knock. So what was Torn holding? I didn't see. I was looking at chat. Life Orb. Okay, so this thing is more offensive. I mean, Life Orb Regenerator is pretty decent because you can just switch in and out and get back that HP that you lost. Bleakwind Storm crit into T-Tar, but it doesn't matter because it's in the sand. At least you didn't get the drop or whatever. U-turns into whom? Who wants to come in? Klefki on a balloon? Okay, so sets up the rocks. I don't know if I would have went out in this thing though. Whatever. Foul plays into the T-Tar. We see Brick Break just in case there is a Reflect going up. Play Rough into the T-Tar, doesn't do it. We see Quake, also doesn't do it. But this Klefki's probably not getting up any type of screen. Drill is in now into the Foul Play, which is doing quite a bit of damage, but not enough for a 2-hit KO. Sand is down, but now it's back up. Okay. Into a Magnet Rise, very good here. Hey, Bennett, welcome. Foul Play into the T-Tar. Which is dead. Into the Excadrill, which is kind of what you want. Vespiquen is in. Do we see a rock move? See a spin. So now it's even faster. I bet you that outpaces Pult. Well, it outpaced Pult in the first place, but... Okay. A D-Bond into Vespiquen. Okay. Just kind of... They're trying to stall out the sand turns. See, U-turn. This Excadrill is chipped down pretty well. Sand is going to end here soon. But you pretty much have the boost already with your spins. Earthquake into the Terra Shell Terapagos, doing a shit ton of damage. Into an Earth Power, which will take down the Excadrill. What do we see now? Probably Infernape. Palafin, actually, trying to get the form, I bet. Pult into probably Flip Turn. I guess. There it is. Big crit, too. Into the Darkrai, as to be expected. Terra Fairy, alright. Into the U-turn. What do we see here? The Klefki for sack. We see Vespiquen instead. Dark Pulse, taking it out. No Destiny Bond for Elekid. Into the Torn. What does this thing have for you? We're just gonna try to click U-turn. Bleak Wind, probably trying to lower your speed, and got it. You got it. Dark Pulse into the Torn, gets it. Probably gonna see either Hearthflame or Pult come in. Terapagos instead. Okay. Into the Dark Pulse, does not kill. Into the Rapid Spin, getting rid of the rocks and boosting some speed. But at 8% into 2 Mons with some priority, it's not going to matter. We see Fake Out. Yep. Into Hearthflame, maybe? No, Klefki. Trying to get up the last minute screen. No, we see Thunderwave, actually. Into a full para! Unfortunate. Into a Play Rough. Okay, getting some damage while you can. Gets the drop, too. Will-O-Wisp is interesting, where you're trying to catch the Pult, probably. We see said Pult come in. Clicking a U-turn into the Hearthflame. I'm not sure what he was predicting here. See Knock. Okay, that makes some sense. See U-turn. Well, you're trying to catch another or fighting move, maybe? Slack Off, okay. So this is a utility Infernape. Knocks the Dragapult with a crit. Scarf Pult is interesting. You'd think that you wouldn't need to run that, but I guess you do have Sandrush. Tries to click Trailblaze, but I think it's a little late. Ooh, we get this. We see the para. Trailblaze again, but I mean, Big Palafin is there. Jet Punch is neutral. So if you have like a band or something, this thing is gonna get blown up. So no Jet Punch, but we do see a Rindo into a Wave Crash, which is gonna do a lot more damage and kills the Ogerpon. Very nicely done, Blaze. Very nice try there to Elekid. It's a pretty sweet game. I'll have to watch out for the Destiny Bond. Scary stuff. Okay. That tab was supposed to close. What's going on? We have a spinning cursor. I will not touch that tab, and we will try to find Bennett. Of course, the last one I click plays a human being, or a human being. Or all those letters and numbers. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, and that thing was going pretty crazy. The Paras stopped it a little bit, but... Lyrics! That's a name I haven't seen in a while. How have you been, my man? And what is with everybody not being able to sleep? This is a third person, if we're including myself, that just can't do it. Alright, we see more weather. Human has sun, and we see another Chien Pao. It looks like we have Terranormal D-Knight on Bennett's side, and then Human has... I don't know if his, what's it called? Roaring Moon is Terra or not, but if it is, then it's Stab. Might be Terra Ogerpon, though. It's probably Terra Ogerpon. Silk Song. Yeah, I haven't beaten Hollow Knight. I got it on PS4 off of a deal. And then I haven't touched it in a couple of years, probably, at this point. I need to get back to it, though. What are we thinking here? I could see a Peturant lead to get off a parting shot. We could see either a Ninetales or a Shocks lead for some Sun or some Hazards, respectively. I'm just gonna go Pecha and Sandy Shocks. Lots of games to get through, so I don't want to take too much time trying to figure out what's leading. Lando, okay. Into Hydreigon, so no Earth powers here. We see Stealth Rock, Hydreigon, okay. Rocks, just exchanging rocks. Ninetales is in. This is Heat Rock, clearly not the boots. We see a U-turn into Quaquaval. I don't know. The water moves are going to be dampened here. We see Willow. Do we see a Lum? No Lum, but we do see the rocks getting taken away here. Very unfortunate for the burn. We see Flip Turn into Lando, who's ready to click that Earth Power. Oh, Encore. Very interesting. Very nice. Hydreigon is in. U-turn instead. Very good play. Very nice. See Chien Pao. Big Pow is in. It's ready to click that ice move. Ice Shard, alright, just in case this thing's Scarf. That's not bad. I don't think it's Scarf, though. Magnet is in. We see Quaquaval for just whatever. Body Press, okay. Oh, because Photosynthesis Defense, that makes sense. Alright, Discharge into the bulky duck. Then Flip. 18, yeah, we'll probably end up pulling up Venice's game. Ogerpon is in. I'll just have to grab it. Earth Power kills the Hearth Flame before it could even do anything. Then it's like, please give me one. Alright, the Ninetales is gone. Limited Sun turns unless somebody brought the Sunny Day. We see Comfey is in. Earth Power doing a lot. God damn. Clicks Growth. Okay, so gonna get back some big HP with the Giga Drain here. Or the Draining Kiss. Stab. That makes sense too. Earth Power is probably gonna kill though. Yeah. Into the Roaring Moon. There's 5 turns of Sun. U-turn. Do we see a D-dance here? Okay. This little puffball here is fast though. Encore into Dragon Dance. Oh nah. Oh no. Now you're just gonna click the fairy move. That's weird. Why did the photosynthesis or the proto happen again? Lando does what Lando wants. That is correct. That's big Randorosu right there. Earth Power kills the Roaring Moon. So Bennett just might do it here. It's gonna go before Shocks. That is a big 6-0 from Bennett himself, from Big Rainbow Hawk 70. Very nicely done with your encoring. Pecharunt didn't come out once. Dragonite was not even needed. Very awesome. Very, very good. I know Venice was here, so I think I'll just pull up his... Yeah, I'm loading it up right now. Don't go yet. I just need to... I don't have Discord open. Just to save on processing power and such. So I've got like 20 tabs open. All right. Six O's are cheat. It happens, man. It happens. All right, cool. Hydrate. Terra Grass on Colossal. I love Terra Colossal. And I don't know if Venice brought any Terra. Unless it's Terra Dragon. No, you don't have Terra Dragapult, do you? Might not have even brought Terra. More weather. We see a snow team here, and it's not me or Snow using it. Terra Steel Crown. Gotcha. Against some slow and fast guys. Some very bulky guys here. Alright, best of luck, Stish and Snow. They're just battling during stream. I could see the Crown lead. I could see Alamamola. He's probably leading. I don't know. Probably it might be Infernape into the Snowy Kurama over there. Just to fake out, install a turn of hail or snow. I'm gonna go with that. Man, let's go. Enam and a Fortress. Okay, so if you got the Gyro Ball. Doesn't matter. Colossal's now in. Into the Volt Switch. Alright. Rotom is now here. Slow King into what? Another Volt Switch maybe? Yep, just switching around. Look at this bulky teen. Crown and Polter here too. Manaphy and Incineroar. We see a Knock doing some damage. Take Heart. Alright, I think that recovers... No, it doesn't recover HP. I think it does the jungle healing where you don't have the status infliction anymore. And Darts takes out the Manaphy pretty handily. Because of course it does. Ninetales! Shout out the mascot. U-turns into probably the Fortress. Yep. It's going to be able to take whatever this Ninetales wants to do pretty handily. Slow King. What does Fortress do here? Volt switches. I was wondering if we'd see a Euro Ball. Rotom is now in. Do we have the Defog? I don't know if this thing gets Defog. It probably doesn't. Misses a T-Wave. Into a Chilly Reception. Do we get backs in? Enam. Okay. Gotcha. Terra Fairy. Okay, so this thing is Terra Fairy. Strong Moonblast gets the drop. Paralyzed now. Very unfortunate for Smythe. See another Moonblast getting rid of that Rotom. Iron Crown is here, ready to click the Tachyon. We see backs. Tachyon would still be good here. Terra Steel. Into the... Yeah, oh god! Big crit! Big crit Terra Steel. Crazy. Through the veil. Volt switches, so we're going to lose that Quark Drive, but it's fine because Big Bax is gone. Hits him up with the Flamethrower. Alamomola tanks that very handily. Slowking is now in. See a flip turn, okay. Incineroar. We're getting ready to click the knock on the Slowking. Colossal's out instead. What does Incineroar want to do here? Just knocks anyway. No more boots. That'll be pretty good if rocks ever go up. Ninetales is in. You see a U-turn. Probably into the crown. Yep. Big threat. Big threat. Nobody wants to switch in. Slowking is here. Taking some damage. Won't be dead to the next Tachyon unless you get a super crit. Yeah, we'll probably see the Chili here. We see a Flamethrower instead. That makes sense too. Pretty decent crit here. Not going to be enough to take down the crown. Enamorus is going to be faster, maybe. Colossal goes down to a Tachyon. 342. Wait, you're paralyzed, aren't you? Oh, yeah. You don't even need this. You don't even need that HP, really. Ninetales is in. I think you just click Tachyon. Forever and ever. I think that's what's going to be happening. Oh, wait. The Slowking is probably pivoting in to get the Regenerator in that. Yeah. I wonder if it has enough HP to stand up to anything now. Does it still have its item? Because Incineroar can get rid of that. Yeah, this thing's dead to a knock. Probably. Now it's not. Enamorus is in, still full HP. No more Scarf, though. So now this thing is definitely slower than Crown, and 100% slower than Dragon Bolt. Moonblast is not enough. We see a Flare Blitz. Didn't even take too much recoil. Very bulky Incineroar, for sure. See a U-turn here, probably into the Tachyon Cutter guy. Nope. Alamomola instead, just in case there was a Flamethrower. Okay, that's smart. Wish, just because we can. Just because we can. We see a flip turn here. I bet we're going to see a Flamethrower. He covers for that pretty well. We see a Sludge Bomb instead. Gets the poison. It's not going to matter, though, because Pulp can just kill this thing in a Shadow Ball if you have it. Phantom Force, okay. That works, too. And that's it. Very well done to Venice. Very nice try there to Smythe. Awesome game. I don't know that anybody else came through. Thanks to everybody who's come out so far. If you could leave a like on the stream, I would highly, highly appreciate it. How many games do we have? Looks like we have 3 midnight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 midday. So we'll go with midday. Good night, Venice. I hope you get some great rest, because apparently LBL's not getting great rest. Alright. I'm going to show my games on stream now because I don't have the time to make dedicated videos to them. So, here's this. I don't remember what I lead with. I think it's Primarina into his Clodsire. I'm rocking Terra Poison on the Lottie, which I believe was for some ground type that he's got. No. Well, it makes me... I'm obviously able to switch into ground. but I think poison was to help probably with that Florges. And just not being a psychic type is great for the King Gambit and the spec. Anyway, you're about to see some very suboptimal plays from a very suboptimal player. Let's go ahead and get into it. Primarina's in. I'm rocking nicknames this time. Claude is in. Why'd I flip turn? I don't know. Honestly, when I was building this team, very last minute, as I do, the only thing I thought of when it came to Claude's Ire was Unaware. Water Absorb did not even come to my mind, so this Primarina, kind of useless while Claude is here, because this thing is spadef. Scizor's in. I think I'm just trying to get a knock on this thing. And to switch into an Earthquake, since it switches in okay. Moltres is in. I get a knock, so no more boots if it has it. It does not have any more boots. I get out of there into my... Why does Electros not have a Sprite? I don't understand. This thing is a bulky Assault Vest, special attacking Electros, so this burn doesn't matter too much. Claude is now in. I go Acid Spray, and the idea with Acid Spray is it lowers a special attack, and this thing kind of needs a little bit more help. It's kind of like a Nasty Plot, in a way. But this thing's definitely Covert Cloak, which, you know, if someone's using Shaman, you're going to be bringing one of those. Flora just comes in. I don't remember what I do to this. I click Knock. No more leftovers. That's pretty decent. That's cheating. You can't have invisible Pokemon. Hey, man. It was there during the fight. Moonblast. I think he lowers my special. No, he doesn't. Okay. Not that that matters. I probably bullet here. No, I defog. Awesome. Getting rid of them rocks. Kind of don't want them around. Prim is now here. Into a Fire Blast, which I thought was kind of crazy. I was not expecting a Fire Blast. Latios is in. Can definitely take a Fire Blast. U-turn. Kind of annoying, but it's fine. King Gambit is in. I realize at this moment, my moveset, my only thing that I have to hit this King Gambit is Draco and hope he doesn't Terra. Because I did not prep for a Terra Fairy King Gambit. Kowtow cleaves. He suckers. I figured he would. So I just get up my speed just in case I can outplay this thing and get the spec in. And I'm trying to play the Sucker Punch game. He's not trying to play the Sucker Punch game, though. And the Latios goes down. Time for Shaman. Time to get some unfair flinches. I believe I'm Boots. And I forgot that I was Boots. Alright, we are back. Welcome, Snow. Kowtow gets this thing down low quite a bit. Into the Tinglu. This thing was specially built for the Spectrier because it takes nothing from Shadow Ball or the Draining Kiss. And I've got the Throat Chop for it. See Terra Fairy, Terra Blast doing quite a bit here. You see Stealth Rot going up, which is great for the Moltres. Scizor is in, ready to bullet punch this thing. Kowtow taking way too much. This thing is a menace. Bullet punches, getting down some HP, pretty good. Sucker Punch does not work here because of me being faster. Probably gonna switch, right? Yep, Claude, who can pretty much just take anything that I have. Bullet Punch is doing quite a bit of damage. This thing is clearly Spadef. I need to keep this for the King Gambit, unfortunately. Now Electros wants to show up. We see a knock here. I want to get rid of that item because I want to do some flinching. So that's kind of what I need to do to this thing. I now click the Acid Spray. Probably should have just clicked the Giga Drain instead. Clicks the Stealth Rock, but it's okay. Switches out into Florges, which is going to be able to take whatever I want to do. Giga Drain, not getting that much health back. Hey, Fenrir, welcome. Moonblasts into the Electros. Go to Acid Spray. He's going to kill me anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much, but, I mean... Okay, Claude is now in. Do I Giga Drain here? Do I Thunderbolt? Yeah, I just Thunderbolted, probably just to get off whatever damage I could before it died. And we saw that. Shaman is now in. That's what I remember as boots. I built probably 4 teams in one night and couldn't really remember what the hell they were. Claude gets me with a Toxic. Goes Florges. I think I Seed Flare here. Yep, gets rid of that Florges, so I got one at least. I got one at least. Spec is now in. Uses Hex. I was wondering if we'd see Agility or something. Why? There's no reason to. I didn't know what to expect. Tinglu is in. This thing takes nothing from Spectre. He decides to Nasty Plot. I Throat Chop. Dead. So at least one thing that I had a plan for actually happened. That's awesome. King Gambit is now in. I thought for sure he'd be the other one, Defiant, because of all of my Serene Grace attacks. Poison Jabs into my Primarina. Kills it. Didn't think you'd bring it, but it makes sense. So now I have to go out to my Sucker Puncher, and he's going to switch out to Moltres, because of course he can do that. I Bullet Punch, and then I think I get the burn. Very unfortunate. That really, really sucks, but that's kind of what happens when there's a Moltres. So I just try to do what I can with Bullet Punches. Clicks Roost. What do we see next? Another Bullet Punch. I'm just in. Because I cannot switch back in, because this thing is not boots, it's leftovers. See another Bolt Punch. He probably takes me out with a Flamethrower, Fire Blast. Nope. We're just prolonging. Another Bullet Punch here. Hey, 71 Shadows, welcome. Now it's Ting Lucas versus the world. Will-O-Wisp into probably my Throat Chop. Ruination instead, yeah. I probably should have brought Whirlwind on this thing, but hindsight. Fire Blasts, doing about half to what I have left there. Ruination here. That's probably just what I click for the rest of the time. Roosts for... I don't know. Just cuz, I guess. Fire Blast is probably going to be able to take out Tinglu from here. And he does it! Very nicely done, Terratnos Vin JCE. I don't know how you would even say that. Not the best showing, but I have more time to prep next week, so hopefully I can lock in for that. Rip Ting Lucas. Very, very sad, yes. Fenrir, you came in first, so we can bring you up. There you are against Emmy Lunaria. Another snow team here against some pretty scary guys. We got Terra Dark on Latios and on Muck. Terra Flying on the Alolan Sandslash and Electric on the Volcarona. Okay. And we have Big Ditto here. What are the leads? What are the leads? You're not the coach? Well, I mean, it's the weather snow. It's not sound of snow. Not everything's about you, Snow. It's probably Treads. I could see her trying to predict the Ninetales, so it's probably Treads Muck. It's a lowercase Snow. Yeah. Alright, we have Scizor and Ninetales. That's better than Muck. Treads is in, so cool. We see a knock. No more helmet. Rocks are up. Do we see a defog? No, we see a U-turn instead. What on earth do you mean? Bruh. Alright, Crook is in, getting off that Intimidate. Are we going to see a... I mean, there's no Earthquake switch-ins here, so you can just do it. Ditto's going to take a shit ton from it anyway, even with the Intimidate. Okay, we see just a Stealth Rock here. Not too bad. But now Fenrir is going to be able to get a free knock on anything he wants, I think. Yep, so no more boots for this bird. And you're probably Scarf, so you just have Scarf knockoff now, which is very, very strong. Winter's coming. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Scizor's here. We see a Treads coming in, probably fearing the, okay, U-turn. I was thinking maybe a Bullet Punch. Crook is now back. Ditto can't take the form again. Or maybe it can. I thought maybe you got chipped. See Earthquake doing about half there. Ditto clicks a knock on the Crook. No more lefties, but I think it's worth it to get rid of the Scarf knockoff that she keeps giving Fenrir here. Ninetales is in. We see probably Freeze Dry. Or a Veil. Okay, a Veil. Now what? Sandslash is in. And it's got the Slush Rush. Do we see it getting rid of the rocks? Yeah. Seems fine. Into a knock. No more banned. Okay. So this thing is now much weaker, since if you're banned, you're not SD. Defog gets rid of the screen too. A lot of snow, yes. We got Snowy, we got Snow the Weather, and we got Sound of Snow. U-turns. We got Entei is now in, Gouging Fire. Slowking is going to be able to take whatever this Entei wants to do. Sacred Fire. I think she might have Terra Entei. No, Muck and somebody has Terra Entei, I think. Somebody in one of these teams has it. Muck is now in. Elon Muck. Hell yeah. Slowking is in. We see a Chilly Reception. I have a picture saved of someone edited Elon Musk's face onto a Muck. It was just the funniest shit ever when I first saw it. And my wife hates it so much because she hates Elon. Very fair, but it was just a very funny picture. It was funnier when Snowy and I were in the same league, same division. Yeah, we had Snow Kurama and Sound of Snowy. That was funny. Toxics on the Steel type doesn't work out too well, but it was a good switch. Entei is back. Do we see a knock? We see an Earthquake. I don't even know if this Sandslash gets knock. It might. It probably does. Earthquakes again because we're in the snow, and that is going to be boosting the speed, not the damage. Latios is now in. Clicks the Aura Sphere because it's not faster than Latios here. Volcarona is in. Do we see a Quiver Dance possibly? Yep, there it is. Elon when he's not piloting his human mech flesh suit. It might be. You might be onto something there. Toxics the treads, okay. We see a crook in. Could probably earthquake and get some good damage if you want. Volt switch, very nice call on that volt switch. Ninetales, ready to set up that veil again. This is some rocks, okay. Into a freeze dry. Not quite killing the crook here. Gunk, not quite kill. Okay, the poison, got the lucky poison, so no more veil. This game's coming pretty close. Fenrir's got to get rid of these rocks. Earthquakes, not getting rid of the rocks. Unless the Volk is boots. Revealed to be boots. He's got a chance. Fiery Dance gets the boost as well as the kill here. I don't know what Emmy does. Latios is now in. We see a Terra Electric. Draco doing some damage, but now the special attack is lowered. Optimal time to Quiver Dance was right there, for sure. Now you're +2. Draco's again, just to get off whatever damage it can. I wonder if this thing is... Okay, Morning Sun. Very interesting. I bet you this thing lost Roost. God, I love Crook, but he has a fudgy shiny. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Latinos, yeah. I almost named mine Latinos, but I'm not real enough. Toxic, plus I thought it was the obvious one. But it's more so because I'm not real enough. Fiery Dance kills. He keeps getting the boosts on this thing. Is he Serene Grace Volcarona? Latios is in again. We see Bug Buzz get the kill. And it's for sure going to get the kill on the Scizor too. Bullet punches. Gets the burn. Scizors are getting burned today. And that is GG. This game was pretty close, it seemed, up until Volcarona came in and got every boost it could. Very well done to Fenrir. Very nice job to Emmy. Somebody else came in. It was Shadows. There we go. 71 Shadows versus Deadpool. With the crazy Zamazenta Spectrier behind screens and Ogerpon. With a microwave and a mouse family. He's got two of my favorite Draftmons of all time. Heatran and Overquill. Very good two Pokemon here. Where was the Psych Up versus Volcarona? That would have been wild. I don't know if Latios gets it in Gen 9. I haven't really looked. Despite having a Latios in, I think 2 leagues right now. Misplayed so hard, I guess we're gonna see. I bet we see a Grimmsnarl lead. It's either gonna be Grimmsnarl or Rotom. I have to lock in on one, so I'm gonna say Grim. Heatran would be good either way, so Heatran Grim is what I'm gonna say. We gotta look at Terras, I forgot. You know, I would have used it. Yeah, probably. We have a Terra Ghost on Volk. Looks to be all. And I don't remember if this Ogerpon is Terra or not. It might be. And if not, then everything else looks like it's just Stab. So I guess we'll just see whatever Deadpool's Terras are when we see it. It does get Psych Up? Okay. Psych Up Psyshock would have been pretty good there, for sure. Definitely better than any special attack. Or special defense hitting attack, I guess. Is what you would say there. Alright. Heatran versus Grimmsnarl. Okay. Hey, let's go! Both sides. Parting shot. Into the Spectrier. Heatran gets up the rocks. Alright, we see Zamazenta. Does Shadows stay in and click the Magma Storm? He does. He ain't scared of no Spectrier. Doing some big damage even though you are lowered on the Spedef side. But now we have no more Zamazenta. Unfortunately, this Heatran's definitely gone too. Ogerpon can come in and pretty much just get a knock if it wants. Okay, we see a Terra Grass, Terra Ogerpon. Ivy Cudgels. Risking the burn. No, Cudgel is not contact. No risk. Thundy is now in. See Grimmsnarl. A Taunt, which is pretty good against this thing. Sucker Punch, very interesting. Very strong, too. Gets the U-turn into... Okay, this thing is Life Orb, gotcha. Overquill, getting ready to click the big Gunk Shot. Me and the fam. This thing gets Tidy Up. So Spikes is probably not the best. Yep, there it is, and it pretty much has a D-Dance right off the bat there. Barbarage, do we get the poison? I've never poisoned with Barbarage. You lucky ducky. Hitmontop is in, gets the Intimidate drop. Pop Bomb. Oh, and your helmet. Very nice prep for that. Spec is now in. This is a problem. Overquill is here. Hopefully you're Spadef for this thing. We see a sub. Sub Spectrier is scary, dude. This thing's probably plot with Shadow Ball and Draining Kiss. Yeah. Taunt goes right through the sub, so you're not going to see any more nasty plots, but it probably doesn't need it. Shadow Ball under the Overquill. And a Barbarage. Must not have a Dark Stab. Makes me wonder what your set is here, Shadows. Aqua Jet. Okay, getting rid of that sub. That's what we like to see. And he can't put it up again. That's awesome, actually. And now you can just Jet here unless he decides to switch. I might have switched, but it's fine. Shadow Ball. It worked out for him, I guess. +3. Bundle is here. I don't know if it's gonna... Oh, misses the Hydro Pump. Tail as old as time. Knocked out by the Shadow Ball. That's probably how the rest of this game is gonna go. Hitmontop is in. I don't know really what it's gonna do. Bullet Punch. Not gonna do nearly enough to this thing. Draining Kiss. All that HP back. I use Spectrier in a Nat Dex League. And it was pretty much doing this every week. Shadow Ball. Very unfortunate choice of Terra. But the Steam Eruption. Do we get the burn? We don't get the burn. Draining Kiss here. And the Spectrier that I used was 15 points. Can you imagine that? 15 point stupid ghost horse that just does this is wild. Thundy is in. Shadow Ball. And that's the game. Very nice try, Shadows. The Heatran getting rid of that Zamazenta was pretty awesome. Helmet was great into the guy here. We had an expert taunt on the Grimmsnarl too, but not enough for this thing here. Probably should have brought... What's it called? Dark Stab on the Overquill, but hindsight's 20/20. Alright. I don't think anybody new came in that's in the league. Volk apparently lives a non-boosted Shadow Ball and does big damage with Terra Blast. Ghost Horse is on Fraud Watch? What's going on, Mac? Oh, man. I did some good damage with it. Couldn't get it off, though. Yeah, you should have probably just been Terra Dark in that case. Because one of you one of you facing a non-boosted spec, you know? I was gonna play Eigers, but Mac is here. Against KJ. Alright. Oh, I watched this game! I watched this game! Ah, I remember this game. Not the leads necessarily, but I remember what happens. I know you're Zarude's Terra. KJ looks like he's got Terra Poison Chomp. And that looks to be all. Choices were made. No fans here. It's cold where I am. Bruh. Mac has got some jokes. Everyone, if you're new coming into the stream, please like it. It helps me, it makes me happy. I was like, what does it help me do? I like Primarina, maybe. Unless Chomp is... Well, Terra Poison, you're definitely going to be, like, Poison Jab or something. He probably leads Torn, though. Torn into Prim. Torn into Prim. Let's see. Primarina, yes. Into Rotom, almost. Almost. Thundy is in to take a discharge or something. Will-O-Wisp, alright. Expecting some physical attacker, I suppose. Quillfish. He really thinks that Thundy's gonna be... Okay, Psychic, gotcha. I was about to say, he really thinks Thundy's gonna be physical. Comes in with a Rotom. Volt Switch. Alright, Zarude is in. Zarude with the cape. Zarude da-da! Quillfish is here to get the Intimidate. No more Violite. Because they decided to give Zarude knockoff now instead of last gen when it should have probably had it. Terra Darks bulks up. We see Spikes into the Rotom to take, I don't know, Grass Move or something. Knockoff! Kills it! Right away. Into Slowking? Why? I guess Culber saved it. T-Wave, alright, so... I'm not sure if that's going to be enough here. Intimidates again. Really doing what it can. Jungle Healing. When it starts snowing, I'll give you all the snow. Alright. Bulks up, so this thing is very, very tanky now. All of KJ's attempts so far to whittle this thing down have been for naught. We see a poison, but we have the Jungle Healing. Which is probably going to be here. Yep. Yikes, dude. He just tries it again. He really wants the poison. It's like watching a horror film. Yeah, dude. Not all heroes wear capes, because this thing's a fucking villain for KJ, dude. It's wild. Barrage. Not helping. Mac is just getting all the boosts he wants, because he can. Alright, we're probably going to see Jungle Healing here. We see Torn. Yep, into that healing. I don't know what Torn's going to be able to do, unless it gets like a super crit. Oh, misses the Focus Blast, because of course you do. Knockoff. Unconvinced Macaroni cheat. And then Terapagos is in. Very unlucky hit, or miss on the Focus Miss. Terra Shell. What does it do with this one turn that Terapagos has? Terra Starstorm gets a crit, but it's probably not going to be enough. We see a Drain Punch. Oh, man. Fun fact, he almost brought Quillfish instead of Zarude until I mocked Tish last minute. Mox will do it, man. It'll show you what is what the potential holes in a team are. Your team or theirs. Nice practice too. Terra Poison. See a Swords Dance. I don't think that's gonna be enough, buddy. Knock. Get some big damage into the rough skin. No more dice either. See a Quake. But we're plus what? Plus, is that plus 3 defense? So it doesn't matter. Alright, Zarude now. Quillfish is in. We just see a knock here or something. Jet not doing anything. Into a healing because you can. Okay, just does it again. That's not a bad idea. Considering Barrage could poison like that. Jungle healing, okay. Alright, Mac, we get it. You're really cool. Bulks up again. We are plus 4 defense. Probably needs to do this just in case Slowking has something. Because water is neutral now since he's Terra Dark. Slowking is now in. We see a knockoff killing this thing. And that is good game. That is a midnight 6-0. I'm sorry for you, KJ. That was rough, dude. The focus miss was rough. Bro wanted the poison so bad, too. Oh, man. Craziness. When is your game? I think it's this one, isn't it? Welcome, LS. We can play yours. Worst move in the game. Yeah, I know. It was so bad, but I mean... It's kind of known for missing. That's why it's called Focus Miss. So having to run that as your fighting coverage is just rough. Hit W timing, yeah. Came in at the correct time. It is LS versus DRVR 79. Terras are Terra Steel on the moon. And I guess Terra Flying on the other moon, the Salamence. Leads. Let's see here. Probably Meow lead just to get a knock or a U-turn. Bro's got the fast Protean guys here. I don't. Maybe Tusk. I don't know what you do here. I don't know. Maybe Meow into... Oh, you probably lead maybe Azu into Sap Sipper guy. That's probably what you're gonna do. Heat Tex? Oh, I'm excited. Let's see. Alright, Mew into Cinderace. Okay, both wrong. Awesome. U-turns, getting some big damage, because super effective and whatnot. Blastoise is now here. We see a Dragon Dance. Okay. Into a close combat, doing as much damage as he can, probably until dead Mew, but instead it's a Yawn. See, Gold's here. We'll be going out to Cinderace. Meow instead to get off a knock. Okay. Violence Enjoyer. That is the face of violence. No lefties here. Unless this is the Sap Sipper guy. Knocks the Petulant. No more helmet for you. Farigiraf is in. Hex won't do nothing. Silly goose. Parting shots into the Meow. T-Waves. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, Azumarill's in, so you're probably Sap Sipper. Clicks U-turn. You're a very bulky Azu, too. Petulant's here. Into the Farigiraf. I wonder if you were the fun Whirlpool Perish Trap set. I used that a couple of times on ladder. Nobody expected it. Meow is here. See, Azu is back. Into the Paralyzed Meow. Very nice. Got all that HP back from the Wish. Cool. Gold is in. String Cheese Man. U-turns. We probably see Cinderace. Yep. Big Pyro Ball into anything it wants. Tusk taking some damage. Into a U-turn. I don't know what wants to come out, really. Screamtail makes sense, I suppose. Nice rocks. Alright. Gold is here. We see a Wish into probably Meow. No, Blastoise. Okay. Yeah, because it can probably take whatever Gold wants to do unless it Thunderbolts. That's some big damage. Off the Shadow Ball. Another one probably fishing for that that drop. Cinderace is in. Wish into Azu cost you the game. Spoilers! Court change. Why bring rocks when you can use your opponents? Knock off into the Petulant. Already lost the item. See, Farigiraf is in. Need to get more health into the Farigiraf. Yeah, probably. I mean, you don't want your Wish guy to die. Especially if your whole strategy is to wish up your guys coming in. Golden Go is here. Meow comes in. Probably definitely take the Shadow Ball. Ooh, got the drop. See, another Shadow Ball. Must be choiced. Big crit. I was about to say, watch him gain some leftovers recovery after me calling him choiced. Cinderace into the Azumarill. Big bulky Azumarill. Misses with the Pyro Ball. Into the Tusk for... Okay, U-turn. Screamtail comes in, getting ready to hit him with the Dazzling Gleam or a Rain Dance. What are we cooking here? Baton Pass. Blastoise. We see Rain Dish Blastoise. Or at least we would. Because that is a dead Blastoise. Salamence is in. Oh, you're special with Hurricane, aren't you? Because you're Terra Flying. I see it. I see it now. Lots of damage here. And you're just going to do it again. Oh, you D-Dance. Okay. Are you a Mixed Ments? Ah, it is the set. It is the Whirlpool Perish Song set. Very awesome. Mew is in. I wonder if Salamence is just going to do as much as it can before Perish Song runs its course. We see a Hurricane here, maybe? No, we see Screamtail. Good. I don't think losing the Salamence is worth it just yet. We see a Wish. I don't know what into. No more rocks on LS's side. Maybe into the Petulant, or maybe just into itself. Nope. Alright. So, I guess the Rain Dance ran its course. Now we're going to try to hit Hurricanes here. Roaring Moon versus Roaring Salamence. Terra Steel into the Earthquake. That was a choice. We have the Tusk Earthquake into a knockoff. Okay. Into another Earthquake, and then Golden Go is definitely not going to be able to stand up to the Earthquake. Mix Ments with Rain Dance was fire. Alright. Found out what the choice item is. I thought it was going to be Specs. Make it rain into the Cinderace. Not going to matter because one of these Pyro Balls is going to hit. And that is a good game. Loved this. Loved this. Yeah. It's cool to see Frigidraft do something that isn't VGC. Also loved this. This combo here with the Rain Dance. That was fire. Even though it's water. Very entertaining game, me too. Yeah, we can dip back into Dusk. And then from here, we'll probably just go into order that they are on the tabs. That seems like a fine idea. We have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left. 6 games of week 1. King Zeus versus Not Quite Cause. Terra Ground on the Espathra. Was a 50-50 Wish Ments versus Moon. Needed to get Dragon Move to hit Moon and Rotom. Okay, gotcha. I was curious. I was like, what? Oh, right. I was like, what? My train of thought was gone. We have a Terra Steel Palafin on the other side, so Terra Ground, Espathra, Terra Steel Palafin. Over here, probably Lando lead, or Palafin to get the form. But I'm going to go ahead and say probably Lando. Oh, this is Dusk. Probably Palafin then. Palafin into Slowking. Let's go. Watch me get it wrong. Shaman, alright. Palafin, alright. Got that one. Right into Blissey. Not a bad idea. Is this thing Cloak? It is not Cloak. It's probably Boots. Nope. Leftovers. Alright. Seed Flare again. Getting those drops. Almost killing the Shaman. Probably has some HP in it. Corv comes in, takes the Seed Flare handily, I'm sure. Air Slash instead. Good cover for the possible switch. Baton Pass into the Lycanroc. You see rocks going up into the Iron Defense. This thing's got the Body Press for the Lycanroc, I'm sure. Taunts? I don't think he wants to click the Body Press or Iron Defense again. Okay, I would have just Body Pressed there. That would have taken this Lycanroc out for sure. T-Fangs into the Body Press. Gets rid of the Lycanroc. Gren is in. See a Surf. Not doing enough. Body Press will kill the Gren. Okay. This Corv is doing a lot. As Spathra's here now, we're probably going to see... Okay, we see a Calm Mind. I was wondering if we'd see it Protect. Calm Mind's definitely better against that Roost for sure. Calm Minds again. into a drill peck. Resists the body press and probably wouldn't do too much. Although who really knows? King Zeus is really wanting the body press real bad. But this Espathra is probably just gonna sweep from here. Sword power into Corv, yep. I don't even think anything Scarfed can outspeed it. Stored power gets rid of the Blissey. Now what? Who's next? Alright, we have Pelifin here. Clicks Terra Steel. The animation doesn't go off. So close to killing. So close. Do we see a Hitmonchan come in for a Bullet Punch? Stored power doesn't Bullet Punch. Unless it doesn't get it? I don't know. Fraud Espathra game. I don't know if I'd say fraud, man. I mean, look. Then again, Zeus just kind of let this happen. We have Big Lando versus the world. And it was not enough. Yeah, I guess Espathra wasn't really well planned for, it seems. Either that or Zeus really didn't know really what to do. Terra Ground was good just in case there was a Thunder Wave, that's for sure. All right, nicely done. All right, going up from the top of the screen here, we got Iger versus co-owner Leganin. Or Leganine. What do we got for Terras? We have Terra Poison, Darkrai, Terra Ground on the Drift Blim. Likely Terra Fire Ogerpon. Pretty sure that he has that, and that's his only Terra. Leads. I could see Cleavor leading just to get off the Stone Axe. But Skarmory would be okay with that. Rip Lego. Oof. Maybe there's a Ting-Lu lead. Maybe. Ting-Lu Skarm. Ting-Lu Skarm. I love this track. Shout out to Glitch X City. Been making bangers since like fucking 2009 or whatever. Sludge Wave into the Greninja. Hatterene has the... Ooh, Trick Room? Weakness Policy? Oh no! Draining Kiss. Not doing too much to this Skarm, but whatever Psychic move it's got is gonna. Okay, goes out to Greninja. It's pretty good there. Stored Power would have been crazy. We're probably going to see a Skarm. Okay. Water Shuriken. I was wondering if we'd see another Skarm hit. Oh. Only 2. Getting that HP back from Greninja. Oh, no. Okay, what's next? Skarm is here. We see a CM off of the Hatterene. Preparing for when the Trick Room goes down. But you got one more turn to do something. Nope, never mind. That was the one more turn you had. Whirlwinds, okay, that's pretty good. Oh, right, Magic Bounce. Bro, Lego forgot too. Spec is in. We see a Trick Room. Into the muck. Stored powers, ooh. Is this just the game? Spec is in. Stored power, ooh. Oh no. I thought we already watched the Stored Power game. Sturdy. into this. Bro, what? Why? Why did you spike there? What was that? Okay, Ogre Pawn is here, ready to click the Terrifier bash move or Trailblaze. That's not gonna be enough though. You're gonna okay, Trick Room. I thought you were gonna Draining Kiss here. Stored power. Yikes. Stored power. Oh, Big Hatterene. Big Midnight 6. Oh, that's 2 of them, I think. That's 2. And I think Dusk had one as well, if I remember correctly. Crazy. This Hatterene just... Oh, bro. Lego was not ready. He was not ready. Now he knows about the whirlwind affected by Magic Bounce. I just completely forgot the Magic Bounce was there. Trying to switch around it was a valiant effort for sure. Damn. What is our prep? No prep, just play. Play battle and then wait until next battle. Alright, last game from midnight. We got Pivot versus Ditto. Terras are Terra Steel on Roaring Moon for Pivot. I'm a little surprised he's not here, but he probably just doesn't want to watch the game. Terrifying Gouging. I don't remember if I watched this one or if I just looked at the end. That's how he beat Macaroni. Stop him from prepping. Just sign him up for like 13 leagues so that he doesn't know which Pokemon he has for them, and that might work. I don't know. He could always just leave those leagues, I guess. There's got to be something. There's got to be something. Maybe leading the Zapdos, I suppose. I don't think he leads Grimmsnarl. Lando Screamtail, let's do that. I said the Terras, right? Yeah, Flying, Gouging, and Steel Moon. Okay, he does lead Grimmsnarl. I didn't think that he'd do that, but we do see the Screamtail lead. Empoleon is in. We see a Taunt. Okay. I wonder if he even has the screens. He might just be some sort of bulky support. The Mesper is in, and now we have the Zapdos. We see Stealth Rocks. Discharge, okay. Does not get the Para. Lando's here to take another Discharge. Very nice. Rock Slide. Okay, so this might this is either mixed or physical Lando. Charge is interesting. And do another Rock Slide into a Roost. Misses Rock Slide, unfortunate, but that's what happens when you deal in inaccurate moves. That's just how it goes. Can you charge it again, or can you only charge once? I bet you can only charge once. Hits the Hurricane. No Rain. Into a Rock Slide. Does he hit another one? No, he just goes for the Roost. That makes a lot more sense. What do we see next? Rock Slide, probably into a Roost again, right? Yep. So charge, Roost, and then dual stab. Yep. Crazy stuff. Bro is just stalling with the Zapdos. Hurricane hits a second Hurricane without the rain. How does Ditto do it? We have the moon. Knocks off the rocky helmet isn't enough to kill. Discharge, no para. Another knock. And goodbye Zapdos. We see Donphan coming in. It could potentially click the Ice Shard button. It doesn't and loses the vest. See a knockoff here. Does not have the item because he's Proto. Maybe he thought there'd be a switch considering that there's an Ice Shard. Stomping Tantrum into a Terra Steel. There's the Ice Shard, but it's too little too late. This Donphan is gone. We have Empoleon in. Aqua Jet's going to take care of the moon. What do we see next? Do we see Keldeo trying to come in and click the fighting move? We do. Alright, Screamtail's now in. Makes sense. Vacuum Waves. See a Wish here. Taunts, but it's too little too late. I wonder what he's going to go next. We see Iron Moth. Just click Psychic Noise. So now this thing cannot heal. It's not bad. Empoleon's here. Moth clicks U-turn into the Keldeo, probably. There it is. Can just go back out to the Screamtail. No issue, right? Yeah. Those dudes at damn near 100. Vacuum Waves again. Clicks Wish into another taunt, maybe? No, clicks Surf instead to be a little bit more aggressive here. Clicks the Protect. Are you perhaps a boot? Not boots. No, you're not a vest either because you have taunt. I don't know what this thing is then. Clicks Wish again because the taunt ran out. We see a Surf. Psychic Noise. Does some chip here. Into another Surf. Not enough. And we're going to see the recovery. Alright. Things look to be going Ditto's way pretty well. Pivot is trying his best with a taunt. No Psychic Noise against the Grimmsnarl. Good read, good read. Even though it's kind of just what Ditto's been doing. Empoleon is here. Okay, we see a screen up. Then we'll see the next one. No, we see a taunt instead. I don't know. Okay, yeah, in case rocks. Very nice. Very good taunt. Mesprit is here now. See an Air Slash. Trying to get some flinches here. Screamtail. What do we got? We see Psychic. I don't know what he thought was going to happen there. Probably trying to get a drop, maybe. We see Wish into a Protect. I don't think Moth gets Quiver. It might. I don't know if I've ever used... I think I've used Moth maybe once. Grimmsnarl's in. It probably does get it. Someone in chat will probably tell me. Empoleon's here. Gouging Fire is now in. Photosynthesis. Defense boost. Okay. Interesting. Reflect up. Heat Crash. Not doing anything to this Grim because of the Reflect. Parting Shot into... what? Keldeo? Yep. I don't think he's got the Calm Mind. That would be great for the Screamtail. Click Surf. Morning Sun's getting all that HP back. Taunt, so you can't do that again. Good read there. We see Empoleon coming in. And then a Surf. I bet we're going to see a Screamtail switch. Do we see a Taunt? We see a Vacuum Wave instead. Alright. Grimmsnarl's here. Wish instead of Psychic Noise. That's good. Into Gouging Fire. See a taunt? No. What's it called for you? Morning Suns, but doesn't matter because you have the Wish. Reflects into Heat Crash, doing some damage. Some little chip. Alright, Parting Shot into who? See a Keldeo. Do you guys hear a cat? Because he's going meow. Empoleon's here. A lot of the guys have been chipped. Vacuum Wave doing some damage. Into a Roost. Getting back more than what was dealt. Into some rocks. I don't think Pivot has a way to get rid of them either. Taunts, so no more Roosts. Probably going to see a Vacuum Wave here. See a Surf instead, just in case there was a switch into either one of the two things that were giving Keldeo some hard time. But there's an Air Slash to get rid of it. See Moth in. See Aqua Jet not doing enough. Fiery Dance. Same story, not doing enough. Taunt is done. What do we see next? Grimmsnarl is in. Do we see a Roost here? Or did he just Aqua Jet? Yeah. I'd have probably done the same thing. A dead Moth is good. Roosts on the Reflect. Just preparing for that Chien-Pao. We see a Taunt here. Into the Air Slash. Getting that damage off. Maybe a Parting Shot? No, just a regular switch into the Mesprit. Into an Air Slash. Healing Wish. Alright. Probably into the Moth. Unless it dies on entry from the rocks. Okay, so Healing Wish happens first. That's good to know. Aqua Jet, do you have the... Okay, Fiery Dance. Do you have the Grass move? You probably would have clicked it if you did. The Fiery Dance also might be doing more because it's Stab. Do we see a Roost here probably? No, just trying to get off the Aqua Jets. That's fine, I suppose. Fiery Dance, not enough, even though you have the boost. It's supposed to be a very bulky bird. Empoleon takes out the Moth, and now it's Grimmsnarl versus the rest of the team. Gouging Fire, not Gouging Fire. Chien-Pao is yet to make an appearance. Oh, well, this thing's at 3. And that's it. Pivot, you put up one hell of a fight. The switches between the these two bulky, annoying guys were pretty good against that Keldeo, for sure. I think Empoleon got 5 kills, which is not something you usually see unless it was a Defiant speed or Defiant agility Empoleon. I got fucked up by that once. Very nice, Ditto. We've got David versus Maya. Lil Primplup is here. Let's see. Terras are... I guess Terra Steel on the Lando, because the rest of Maya's Pokemon say Flying. And David's Terras, it looks like it's Terra Fairy on the Chi-Yu. And Dark on the Mismagius. I'm thinking... it's probably Gren versus... You have a name. Zapdos. But it might not even... she might not leave Gren, actually. I'm going to say Zama versus the elephant here, Treads. Zama versus Treads. Entei, actually, okay. Okay, so if I had said Galarian Zapdos before, I would have gotten it. At least one. Agility into the Toad. I'm losing my freaking mind. This is, I don't care. Muddy Water, okay. Weakness Policy. Did not get the drop from Muddy Water. Crit. What is your name? My brain is not working right now. Belly Bolt. Holy shit. It's like, I can't think of what your name is. Anyway, it's dead. We see another Weakness Policy Mon just popping off. The Dunsparce is in. Sacred Fire. Do we see the burn? We do see the burn. So what is this thing's parting gift? It's a glare. It's a pretty good parting gift. Will it push through and gets off some E-speeds is the question. Brave Bird. Doesn't look like we will see that. That was a crazy start from Maya, though. The Espeon. Nope. Sylveon is in. I am embarrassing myself. We see a Baton Pass. Alright, Gren is here. Clicking the Protean. Wait a damn. Okay, must be some other thing. So I saw Hinata and I am instantly thinking Naruto. We see a Volt Switch into the Chiyu, who can Terra Fairy if it wants. Probably should against this thing for sure. Click Surf, not doing too much considering the crit. Chiyu does have a pretty good SPDF stat. Getting whittled down, which is very important. We have Prinplup here, ready to just be a tank, I suppose. Terra Blast into the flip turn. That did quite a bit. Sylveon's here. It's going to be able to take whatever. Maybe not a crit. Into Hyper Voice. Alright, Chiyu is gone. It did quite a bit for David here. We see Miss Magius. Into Prinplup. Do we see a Shadow Ball? Probably a Calm Mind instead. That makes sense too. Sub CM. Ooh, Haze. That's pretty good. Alright, Calm Mind. Probably Haze, Roost, Flip Turn, and okay, Ice Beam. Shadow Ball does not kill this thing because the Violet is working. Calm Minds again. Do we see another Haze? I mean, Haze has like 48 PP. Yeah. So I don't think David's going to be walking away with a boost by the time this Primplup's gone. Maya can just keep clicking Haze if she wants. Click sub here. I want to... Are you... what's it called? Lefties? Yeah. No, wait. We don't know. Zama's in. Clicks Crunch. Yeah, that at that range, Colbert's not saving you. Not with your base 2 defense. Zapdos is in. Close combat. Cracks this thing open. Big crit. We have Lando in. We see Treads coming in on the switch into a Psychic. It's going to be able to go down to an Earth Power now, but we see Ice Spinner going first, because that's how speed works. Alright, not looking great for Maya here. That big Prinplup is here. Is able to kill this thing with a Flip Turn if it wanted to, but it didn't, so did that instead. Are we going to see... Okay, we see Ice Beam instead here. It probably does more than the Flip Turn. Brave Bird. Also, Flip Turn just makes sense because you don't really want the Sylveon taking damage. Sylveon versus Zapdos. Protects here. Into a Brave Bird. I think you're lefties. Are you out of range now? It doesn't look like it. Very nicely done between these two. It was definitely a good back and forth. The Chiyu was doing a lot. The Greninja was doing quite a bit. The agility weakness policy was really, really cool. Prinplup was cool too. This thing's glare definitely stopped Maya from doing a lot of stuff with the Greninja. And I love this bird, dude. Give this thing a scarf. Nothing it can't do. Nothing it can't do. Very good game. We have Jeremy versus Fabian King. We have Terra Fairy on the gouging. And it looks like Terra Poison on the Dragonite. I don't know what the thought process is behind Terra Poison, unless you're expecting the Terra Fairy on gouging, which could be the case. It's either going to be Gliscor or it's going to be Deoxys. I'm thinking it's going to be Gliscor. Oh, it could be Aloe, but it might be Gliscor. Aloe Rachi is my prediction here. Tentacruel, okay. Into Gliscor, I think that was... No, I don't think I got either one. Flip turns into the Protect. Getting that Toxic Orb makes sense. Into another Flip turn. Is Gliscor going to get up the rocks on the switch? Maybe. Clicks Earthquake instead. That makes sense, I suppose. See a Taunt, so there's no Soft Boiling or Stealth Rocking himself. Pretty decent. Ursaluna is now here. Into a U-turn. Do we see big Urshifu come in? Yes, we do. This is Urshifu Dark. Clefable's here. Into a U-turn. Okay. I was thinking we'd see Big Wicked Blow. But the U-turn is much better. Into the Iron Moth. Umbreon. What do we see Moth wanting to do? Click Psychic. Very good switch for Fabian. Fiery Dance. Into the Foul Play. That's an interesting move to use against the Iron Moth. Maybe you're expecting the Urshifu? Or the Dragonite? I don't know. Fiery Dances again, trying to get some nice chip. Unless Foul Play is just the only attacking move it has. Fiery Dances again, trying to fish for those boosts. Moonlights. Umbreon is doing Umbreon stuff. It's just being bulky, tanky, and annoying. Sludge Waves, trying to get that poison, which would be okay against the Synchronize because you're a poison type. Urshifu is now in, probably on a Wish. On a Moonlight, not a Wish. It hasn't been using Wish. Clicks a U-turn just in case there'd be a switch. That's not a bad idea. Into the Gliscor. Clicks Foul Play, gets a crit. But doesn't look like it did too much. Zapdos G is on my list. Is that a good thing? Taunts. See Flip turn. What do we go into? Maybe the Blood Moon? No, we see Clefable instead. Alright. U-turn into Moth, maybe? Yep, there it is. It is back and ready to click the poison move. But I think Clefable can just... Okay, never mind. Not even going to try. See a Sludge Wave. No poison. Alright. And an Energy Ball. Does not kill the Ursaluna. Blood Moon will do it. I don't know if you wanted to waste the Blood Moon there or if you didn't have anything better. Big Dragonite is in. Clicks the D-Dance. Moon Blast. Right, this thing gets Moon Blast. Multiscale saves it, though, into an Earthquake. Big crit. Definitely mattered. Tentacruel's in. Are we seeing a bait on the Earthquake? We might. And a Clef. Alright, I mean, it took it decently well. Might be unaware. Probably is unaware. Terra Blast. Oh, yep, that's not saving it. That's why he's Terra Poison. For sure. Jirachi's in, ready to click the button, but it gets Earthquaked. Thunder Wave. Will it be able to save Fabian from the sweep? Ironhead's trying to get them flinches. Gets one. Oh, big message. Yes, that's a good thing. My list is a list of mons I want to draft. DOD is on it. Zapdos, Vileplume. Vileplume, good. I love Vileplume. Others. So many fighting types. How was Gallade undrafted, period? That's a great secondary cap. I agree. I agree. It's a great one. And I think it was lowered this season off of a suggestion. I was wondering if the list was like, it's on my hit list, as in, I hate you, Zapdos. You wronged me once. That's how I am with this dumb fish. Ironheads. Of course it takes it, and there's Rocky Helmet. Wishes probably gets... Okay, a Healing Wish. Okay. I think I said that's a long message. Gliscor is here, ready to click the Earthquake. Expert switch on that T-Wave. Now what? Yep, just Earthquakes again. We see an Ironhead getting off some chip, but it's going to gain all that back. Yep. That's how it goes. There are too many good fighting types and psychic types. Yeah. For sure. Gouging's in. We see Terra Fairy, so that we are not hit by the Earthquake. Clicks Taunt. Do we see a D-Dance attempt? We do. Very nice. Your Umbreon one. I'm confused. My brain is scrambled eggs right now. Heat crashes into the Gliscor. See an Earthquake. Heat crashes. Alright, we're doing as much as we can to the Gliscor. I think that's all Fabian King can really do at this point. This thing is kind of rocking him. Alright, Gliscor's finally gone. D-Knight's going to come in and be able to just click the, whatever it wants, really. It's probably Earthquaking. Okay, Dragon Dance, actually. It makes sense. Terra Blast. I don't know if it outspeeds the Tentacruel. It probably does outspeed the Tentacruel. Has enough power for the Umbreon, too, for sure. This is it. Mr. Strimmer is broken. Yes. Surfs, but that's too little too late. Earthquakes. And that is it. Great job to Jeremy, and great try to Fabian King. The, I don't know, there were some good taunts here from the Gliscor for sure. The pressure on with this guy is great. Deoxys didn't even get on the field. Yeah. Alright, folks, last game of the night. We have Ravioli. I don't know who that is. I think it's Jack Skellington versus Oremedy. What are we seeing? Terra Steel for the gouging. And Oremedy just has a bunch of random-ass Terras. So I don't know. I'd have to open up the sheet, and I'm not going to do that. Maybe Claude Swampert. Alright, last game hype, let's go. Last game hype, let's go. Regieleki, alright. Love to see me being wrong twice. Awesome. Reflect, we see Screen Zalecki into the Whirlwind Ting Lucas. Gets in the Kyurem. I don't know if that's the best thing. Okay. Takes it, but frozen. Bruh. Alright, what do we see next? Freeze dry again? Is he trying to thaw? Yeah, it's Jack. He's trying to thaw, but could not do it. Stays in for whatever reason. Probably because nothing on a Remedy's team actually wants to take a freeze dry. Kyurem's crazy, dude. Alright, Draco will do it. Goodbye. Into Alecki again. Gets up the screen. Draco, not quite, thanks to the screen. Do we see a Claude switch? We see Swampert is in now. Volt switch will not hit the ground type. Why did you click Reflect there? You already have the Reflect up, my guy. The words are up here. It wasn't done yet. If I had a nickel for each freeze dry resulting in a freeze, I'd have 2 nickels. Yes. It is weird that it's happened twice. Earthquake, big damage thanks to Reflect not being there anymore. Stealth Rock is up. End of the Earthquake. Big crit. Get out your calculators. I think that mattered. Gouging Fire is in. Probably going to click Terra against the Swampert. Stone Edge. For why? Was a bird switch being predicted here? I don't think I would think that's happening. That doesn't make too much sense to me. I would... What's your Terra again? Steel. Okay, so you don't want to Terra into this Swampert here. I guess nobody really wants to come out against it, is the problem. Burning Bulwark. That's probably why you brought it in. The Earthquake, it doesn't matter. Terra Steel into the Terra Blast, which won't do anything because Swampert resists. Earthquake, I think Jack realizes he's kind of cooked. Because the rest of his mons are weak to the Earthquake here. Alright. Earthquake. And then we have King Gambit taking that Earthquake pretty well into a Taotao probably. Gets rid of the Swampert. Probably needed all of those Overlord boosts. Do we see a sucker? We don't see a sucker. Good game to a Remedy. That was a nice start with the Kyurem here. And I think you might need to look up at this part of the screen next time, Jack, to see if your reflects are still up. But I think he's new to draft, so you'll get more used to things, especially because draft can be a little bit more nerve-wracking because it's just like, oh no, I didn't think of that. I didn't prep for this. What are they gonna do? This isn't a conventional set type of stuff. Well, that'll do it for this stream. Very, very successful first week, I think. We had a lot of people coming in, a lot of people talking. We had some scheduling happening in the chat, too. I appreciate everybody who's come out. Big shout out to the mod team and our extra special doc editor, Snow. I thought it was odd that I didn't have to do a lot of the doc work for once. That's because Snow was on top of it. I think Mac did some too. I definitely appreciate all that. And I don't have too much else to say except for everybody, good luck in week 2. I hope that you guys have a good handle on how your teams work, a little bit better than this week. Kind of just parroting what I said this morning for my week 2 announcement. This has been your boy, Snowy Karama. I will see you on Thursday for the power ranking stream with our very own Leganen. And then Mondays will be LBL games. Your data converter makes life so easy for it. I'm not even going to begin to try to understand it. I think you tried to explain it to me once, and I was just like, okay, cool, good for you.